People think that if you stop pointing guns at people, everything gets worse. And we know, we have a love of humanity, we have a trust in the soul and nature of man, that if we put down the guns, humanity rises. People think you put down the guns, humanity attacks. No, you put down the guns, people are liberated, they come up, they flower into beautiful, peaceful, wonderful communities. Like this, like this. So they will say, thank you for your true love of humanity, enough to trust that if you put down the weapons, everybody will be beautiful. It's true. They will thank us for our integrity. They will thank you for your integrity. That even though it's hard, that even though you face criticisms, even though people will reject you for what it is that you're doing, that you're holding true to the ideal, to the North Star of non-aggression. So simple, so simple. Stop using violence to get things done. It's so simple and it's so hard. They will thank us for our integrity. Because what we're doing is brick by brick. So like brick by brick, we're just putting down these bricks. And the bricks are every time we have a conversation, every time we send someone to material that is valuable, every time we stand up to a bully, every time we stand up to an abuser, every time we help somebody who's being ground down, help them rediscover their humanity. These are little brick by bricks. It's hard to see the whole cathedral of the future that we're building. But it is a beautiful place that we are building. And I would love, wouldn't you love, to just go forward 150 years or 100 years and just see this world. I see it in my mind's eye so clear, I really do. I really do. A world, damn it, a world without war. The eternal dream of humanity without war. Because we know for a fact, those of us who understand all of this, and everybody in this room is in that number, we know that when you have no state, you have no war. We have no war. A world without prisons. A world without prisons. A world where people can interact in a peaceful way without fear of jail. A world where you can just walk up to a fucking plane and get on it. A plane. A world where the money in your pocket today is going to be the money in your pocket tomorrow and not some fucking toilet paper you're embarrassed about. So I just wanted to point that out. This is something that I use because people sort of say to me, well, how can you remain so optimistic? And it's because I don't view the world around me as the standard of value that I'm bringing to the world. Because people, they don't want to be confronted with this stuff. Even as society slides into an ultimate shithole, they still don't want to be reminded of this stuff. It's like everybody would just rather go into that shithole rather than wake up and see the basic reality of the society that they live in. But I go, and I hope that you'll think about doing it too, I go to the future. And I think of everyone that I look back at and admire who's helped to build a world where what we're doing is even possible. This is an incredible advancement. What we're doing is even possible. And so, think about the people in the future, the people whose peaceful, sunlit, happy, stateless, gunless world, and I mean gunless in terms of the status guns, the world that we're building for these people, which we won't get to live in, but is going to be the most beautiful thing that in the world, and it will never ever go back. It will never go back. We're not going to have slavery back in the way that it used to be. Women are never going to be subjugated in the way that they used to be. And once we go into the state, it's done forever! This shit is not going to regrow. It is not going to come back. That's how important what it is we're doing. We're putting a nail in the coffin, a stake in the heart of the greatest vampiric predator the world has ever known. That takes guts, and we've got it! And this fight has been fought for thousands of years. It is not going to be thousands of years to come because we're all together, we all know each other, we can all communicate with each other, the information can go out in a way that has never occurred before. Yeah, it took thousands of years to get here, but it's going to be... It took thousands of years to get here, but it's only dozens more to go. I genuinely believe that. And for those of us who have kids, we know how important it is that we build a world that they can live in without the fears that we all grew up with. There are fears of nuclear war, or the fears of the environmental depredation so funded and driven by the state. And this has been going on for a long time, this battle. We have an incredible propulsion mechanism in the communities and the communications technologies that we have at the moment, which is an incredible gift for us as liberty activists. And I'm just gonna finish up by reminding you to visit the future and to get the accolades that roll down from the future to us. They will. They will. Everybody in this room is gonna have a fucking free private school named after them in the future! And so I'm going to just end up by saying that, yeah, this battle's been going on for a long time, and it is a battle of good versus evil. There's no doubt about it. And I'm going to close with, I guess, a line from one of my favorite speeches in movies, Morpheus. It has been a long time coming, but we are going to win, because we are still here! Thank you, everybody. Have a great Pork Fest.
Can you imagine Stefan Molyneux Elementary or Bob Murphy High School? Fucking fit. I like Dreepa fucking high school myself.